Hello everyone, my name is Manish Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about concept of matrices for UGC NET economics. What do you mean by matrix? Rectangular arrangement of number, symbols, expression which are arranged in form of rows and column will be called matrix. Here you can see example of matrix where consist rows and a column, and horizontal arrangement of element will be called rows. So here you can see this one, horizontal arrangement of element will be called rows, row 1, row 2 and row 3, and vertical arrangement of element will be called column, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. What do you mean by order of a matrix? Order of matrix equal to m into n. M represent number of rows, N represent number of column. In this matrix you can see number of rows are 2, row 1, row 2, and number of columns are 3, column 1, column 2, column 3. That's why order of this matrix is 2 into 3. What does these terms means in matrix? Here first number represent row and second represent column. Similar in order of a matrix, first number represent row, second represent column. So A11 means this element is part of first row and first column. A12 means this element is part of first row but second column. A13 means this element is part of first row but third column. Similar, A21 means this element is part of second row but first column. A22 means this element is part of second row and second column. Similar you can see for other. Now we will see types of matrix. In case of rectangular matrix, number of rows and columns are not equal to each other. M represent number of rows, N represent number of columns. So in case of rectangular matrix, number of rows and column are not equal to each other. In this matrix, you can see number of rows are 2, 1, 2, and number of columns are 3, 1, 2, 3. So number of rows are not equal to number of column. It will be called a rectangular matrix. In case of square matrix, number of rows and column are exactly equal to each other. Here you can see number of rows are 2 and number of column are also 2. So it will be called square matrix. Diagonal matrix and scalar matrix. Diagonal matrix is a type of square matrix. That means in case of diagonal matrix, number of rows and columns are exactly same. So diagonal matrix is a type of a square matrix where only diagonal element are non-zero but other are zero. In case of diagonal matrix, only diagonal elements are non-zero but other are zero. Here you can see only diagonal elements are non-zero, 5, 2, 1 but other are 0. So it will be called diagonal matrix. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix also type of square matrix where all number of main diagonal must be exactly same number and other element outside the main diagonal must be 0. So here you can see all element in main diagonal are same 5, 5, 5 and other element outside the diagonal are 0. Only difference between diagonal and scalar matrix is that in case of diagonal matrix, diagonal elements are not same 5, 2, 1 but in case of scalar matrix, diagonal elements are same 5, 5, 5. Identity matrix. Identity matrix also a type of a square matrix where all elements within main diagonal are equal to 1 and all other elements outside the main diagonal are 0. So here you can see all elements within main diagonal are equal to 1 and all other elements outside the diagonal are 0. So it will be called identity matrix. Upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix is special kind of a square matrix where all element below main diagonal are equal to 0. So here you can see this is our main diagonal and all element below main diagonal are equal to 0. So it will be called upper triangular matrix. On the other hand, in case of lower triangular matrix, all element, this is also a special kind of a square matrix where all element above the main diagonal are equal to 0. So here you can see this is our main diagonal and all element above main diagonal are equal to 0. So it will be called lower triangular matrix. Submatrix. Submatrix is smaller matrix. But how we can obtain this smaller matrix? We can obtain this smaller matrix by deleting rows and columns from larger original matrix. This is our given original matrix 3 into 4 order, and we have to find out 2 into 3 order submatrix by deleting third row and fourth column. So we delete third row and fourth column. So this remaining element will make one matrix, and this B matrix is a submatrix of A matrix. So we can say that submatrix is smaller matrix, and we can obtain this smaller matrix by deleting rows and columns of original larger matrix. Now we will see addition and subtraction in case of matrix. Whenever you are going to subtract or add any matrix, first of all you need to see they must have exact same number of rows and columns, otherwise you can't. A matrix, B matrix, we have to add these two and find out new, which is called C. First row, first column, first row, first column, we will add these two. First row, second column, first row, second column, we will add these two. Second row, first column, second row, first column, we will add these two. Second row, second column, second row, second column, we will add these two and find out a new matrix which will be called C. Similar we will do in case of subtraction. We have A and B matrix, and we have to subtract B from A and find out a new matrix which will be called C. So we will subtract 1 from 10 and 2 from 9, 3 from 8, here you can see 4 from 7, 5 from 6, 6 from 5, and find out a new matrix C. Now we will see how to multiply matrix A by matrix B. First of all, you will see number of column in matrix A should equal to number of row in matrix B. If number of column in matrix A is equal to number of row in matrix B, then you can multiply, otherwise not. So, in order to multiply A with B, you will multiply each row of matrix A with each column of matrix B. This is first row of matrix A, this is first column of matrix B. So, you will multiply each other. 9 into 3 plus 5 into 1 plus 2 into 5. Now, you multiply this first row with the second column. 9 into 2, 5 into 4, 2 into 3. Same way you will multiply second row with the first column as well as second column. 1 into 3, 8 into 1, 5 into 5. Now you multiply second row with the second column. 1 into 2, 8 into 4, 5 into 3. Similar you will do in this case in third row. You will multiply with the first column as well as second column, as you can see here. When we add all this value, it will become equal to this. So by this way you can multiply matrix A with B. How to multiply matrix with any number? This is our given matrix A, and we have to find out 5A. That means we will multiply this 5 with each element of this matrix. 5 into 2, 10. 5 into 3, 15. 5 into 5, 25. 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 4, 20. Similar 5 into 3, 15. By this way, we multiply matrix with any number. Now we will see one simple question. Matrix A and matrix B are given. We have to find out 5A plus 8B. In order to find out 5A, we multiply 5 with A. This is A and we multiply 5 with A. 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 2, 10. 5 into 3, 15. 5 into 4, 20. Similar, in order to find out 8B, we multiply 8 with B. 8 into 5, 40. 8 into 6, 48. 8 into 7, 56. 8 into 8, 64. So now we add 5A and 8B. This is 5A and this is 8B. We will add it together. First row, first column, first row, first column, we will add these two. First row, second column, first row, second column, we will add these two. Second row, first column, second row, first column, we will add these two. Second row, second column, second row, second column, we add these two, and this will be called final value of 5a plus 8b. So this is all about today's video. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.